Welcome back to Wisconsin Family. We've been filming today at the new Monona Academy of Dance and Dance Wisconsin. They have some new studios here, just a little hop in and skip off of the Beltline on South Stoughton Road. We're going to meet with the owner later, maybe take a look around, share it with you. Right now, though, we're thinking fall, and some folks are already looking forward to winter. This guy right here, this is John Doby. He's the owner of Focus Boardshop. If you haven't heard of that place, we're going to talk about it right now. John, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So Focus Boardshop has actually been around a while, but might be new for viewers. How long have you been in business?
So just over 12 years. We opened our first shop by Best Buy on the east side, and then last fall we opened a second store over on the west side near CUNY Mutual on Middle Point Road. So we've kind of been around for a while now, but still finding new customers all the time.
And actually, I know when I first saw your name, I thought it was like board games.
Yeah.
So a quick synopsis of what you do.
Yeah, originally when we first had this store too, it was Focus Snow and Skate, and after a couple years I changed it because of how many people were coming in looking for inline skates or ice skates and all this kind of stuff too. So we do snowboards, skateboards, longboards, and kind of all the gear and clothing and stuff associated with that. And then we have a ton of kind of specific brands that we're the premier Burton dealer in the Madison area and one of the biggest Never Summer dealers in the Midwest. So we have a lot of kind of specialty lines that you can't really find elsewhere.
A different kind of fun and games.
Yeah.
Yeah, good way to put that. Good way to put that. So, you mentioned that you are the premier dealer of some of these kind of well-known name brands. Mm-hmm. What else would you say makes Focus Board Shop different from other places that, maybe sell some of the same products?
Yeah, I think so. I think a lot of people, maybe if they're just getting into snowboarding or skateboarding, have this idea that they need to have a certain level of like understanding of the sport or they're kind of intimidated to go to these places because they think that everyone there knows a bunch and is going to maybe like look down on them or that it's just like a not as inviting environment. And I think that's really where we kind of stand out, is like our stores are really big, open, very inviting. I mean, I'm all about turning people into snowboarders as a lifestyle more than just like selling somebody a product. So our whole thing is, that's perfect if you've just started, and we can help kind of guide you along the way, and you don't need to necessarily have to do all your own research ahead of time. It's fine if you know a lot and kind of have a specific idea, but that's kind of what we're there for too.
I like how you say that because, if somebody who goes into a situation like that where somebody might be, looking down because you don't know, they're going to be turned away by that. But your goal is to turn people towards that. You want more people to be doing this.
Yeah, I want everybody to be a snowboarder or a skateboarder and be into the board sport. So for us, it's like, I'm happy for somebody to come in and be like, I have no idea about this, how do I get going? And that's definitely where we should come in and kind of help out.
And it's probably better that they do that rather than pretending that they know something. Just show them, say, look, I don't know anything, Dobie, help me out here.
Yeah, and sure, and some people do, they have a specific idea that they maybe come in thinking they want, like we get that with like the penny skateboards, they're plastic skateboards, and people really think like, oh, we want one of these for a kid, and they're like one of the hardest things to ride because they're so small and unstable. Yeah. So sometimes we're like, well, you should push both of these in the store and see what you think, and then maybe maybe they still buy what they thought they wanted, or maybe they buy something that's maybe more practical.
Yeah.
Well, Dobie, I love that you have such a welcoming environment because everyone's got to start out somewhere.
For sure.
So I'm wondering, do you offer lessons? You sounds like you'd be a great person to give lessons.
Yeah. So we do. One of our guys that work for us, like he does most of the lessons just because he's been doing them for so long. I used to do like snowboard lessons and stuff, and not just too busy for that stuff. But we do 1 hour lessons, private lessons at pretty much all the skate parks, and that's great because then it's just like you and the instructor, you get to learn exactly what you want. And then we also started doing this Sunday like intro program that's built for people like just basics. They want to learn to push a skateboard or a longboard for the very first time, and that's like a half-hour lesson on Sundays before we open the shop. So that one's really good for the really novice, like I've never stood on or pushed a skateboard, and we can get you going.
Again, you got to start somewhere.
Yep.
Yeah.
We got to film a show down there. You and I got to get on the board.
I do it.
We have electric ones now too, so you don't even have to do the pushing.
Oh wow!
So,
no kidding. No kidding. So obviously, as people use their equipment, use their gear more and more, things might get a little out of whack. Do you do tune-ups for gear?
Yeah. So for skateboards, the kind of industry isn't necessarily built like for bikes and stuff where you're necessarily I guess, like paying to get it serviced or anything
Sure,
like that.
sure.
Like if you have a skateboard or a longboard and your bearings go bad, you bring it in and you might buy the bearings, but we do all like the repairs and the replacement. That stuff's all free. And then like on snowboards, snowboards and skis, we wax and sharpen
Sure.
and do all that stuff to get you ready and keep you going throughout the season. So
You do skis too?
Yep. So we do all the waxing and sharpening. We just don't do anything with bindings as far as like calibrating them for your boots. That's its own ski kind of thing, and that we don't know as much about. But the bases are the same. So if I can wax a snowboard, I can wax some skis.
Sure.
A little P-Tex, a little wax.
Yep. Everything's good.
You're good to go. Well, winter's just around the corner, Dobie. Hang in there.
Yeah, it's coming. We're already getting a ton of snowboarding stuff into the shop. So
Good.
It seems like it'll be here in no time.
All righty, we'll stop in if you're looking for some of that gear, maybe for someone you know. Thanks again. This is John
Thank you.
Dobie. He is the owner of Focus Board Shop. They're on the east and the west side of Madison. And we're at Monona Academy of Dance, and we'll be right back.